Hey guys, looking for new games to play while you wait for the big GTA 6? Then you've come to the right place. We've already started the list with the Precint, a police action game in a sandbox world with a neon noir aesthetic set in the city of Averno in 1983. The player takes on the role of a police officer who needs to protect the city, solve mysteries, and participate in thrilling car chases in destructible environments. The game is described as a love letter to classic police films, combining elements of police simulation with open-world action. The player takes on the role of a police officer who needs to patrol the streets, respond to crime calls, and confront criminals of different levels of danger. Missions include thrilling car chases in destructible environments, shootouts, and crime investigations. The player can choose their tactics and use different weapons and equipment to complete the missions.
We need to find that suspect. Floor it!
Support is standing by.
Don't make it worse for yourself.
Arrest her!
Central, requesting a 1028.
Affirmative, stand by.
Paradise is a free-to-play open-world life simulation game that promises to offer unlimited possibilities, realistic graphics, and advanced artificial intelligence. Developed by Ultra Games and published by Ultra Games HK, the game is scheduled to be released on April 2, 2025. The game is described as an ambitious mix of elements from titles like Grand Theft Auto and The Sims, offering an experience that combines action, adventure, and life simulation in a highly detailed environment. It takes place in a fictional island nation called Paradise, which recreates a realistic world with skyscraper-filled cities, bustling urban areas, serene oceans, beaches, and lush tropical forests. Paradise has the potential to be a landmark in life simulation games, combining a realistic open world with advanced AI and an accessible free-to-play proposition.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers.
The game Baron, developed and published by Fatih Durtepe, is a title in development that has attracted attention for being described as the first open-world game with a Turkish RPG and Mafia theme. Baron follows the story of Alparslan, a character who grows up in the darkest parts of the underworld and vows to fight all his enemies until he becomes the most respected Kabadayu, a Turkish term that can be translated as bully or tough guy in Ankara. The game mixes a mafia narrative with elements of deep state, offering a plot full of action and intrigue. The setting is a fictional recreation of the streets of Ankara, designed without loading screens, which promises a continuous exploration experience. The plot emphasizes player choices, with dialogues that influence the progress of the story, as well as missions that involve fighting enemies and building a reputation in the city's underworld. The game 171, developed by Beta Games Group, is a Brazilian production that has generated great expectations among players, often being dubbed the Brazilian GTA, due to its inspiration in open-world games like the Grand Theft Auto series from Rockstar Games. It is a third-person action and adventure title, set in fictional scenarios inspired by Brazil, with a special focus on the state of São Paulo. 171 offers an open-world environment where the player can explore freely, drive vehicles, cars and motorcycles, climb buildings, and interact with the environment. In the alpha version, deep map exploration, vehicle driving, customization, cars, motorcycles, weapons, and clothing, third-person shooting, and random events at specific times are already available. About 20% of the houses have interactive interiors. Chill of Death's Breath is a game that immerses the player in the underworld of the Mafia, set in the 1970s and 1980s. It promises an atmospheric and narrative experience, with a mix of action, crime, and revenge. The player is invited to explore a semi-open world full of intrigue, dangers, and decisions that can determine life or death. The underworld is relentless, and you must be relentless to survive. The game also features a character development system, allowing you to evolve your character's skills and abilities as you progress through the story, becoming a force in the criminal underworld. Chill of Death's Breath appears to be a promising game that offers an engaging action and adventure experience set in the criminal underworld of the 1970s and 1980s. The game features a rich narrative, a dark and atmospheric world, complex characters, and choices that matter. Vivat Slovakia is an open-world action game developed by Team Vivat, which takes players on a journey through 1990s Bratislava, a period of turbulent transition in Slovakia. The game, which has been in development since 2022, was released in early access on April 18, 2024, and promises a complete experience in its final version, scheduled for the first quarter of 2025. Vivat Slovakia is not just an action game. It features a story based on real events, exploring themes such as loyalty, corruption, and the thirst for power. Players take on the role of a secret police agent infiltrated as a taxi driver, navigating a world where political agendas and organized crime intertwine.
In your best interest to have those files in safe hands.
What the fuck do I have to do with any files?
The president's son lives in Slovene, so we're going to spy on him to dig up some dirt.
Knock knock, motherfuckers!
I'm Yaroslav Belisi.
As I mentioned, we are in the business of protecting health and property.
If you want to keep your fingers for typing, don't fuck with the missing files. Comprende? A fucking centrifuge, this place. It feels like all the bad things are coming back.
I'm a little suspicious of you just being a taxi driver. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, of course. I'd hate to ruin what we have.
Project Madras is an indie open-world game in development by Royston Cinemo, a small team based in Chennai, India, led by artist and developer Royston Cinemo. The game is being created with the goal of offering a unique, immersive, and culturally rich experience set in the vibrant streets of Chennai, also known as Madras, the capital of the state of Tamil Nadu. Project Madras is described as a semi-linear open-world game with elements of action, adventure, and narrative. It seeks to capture the essence of Chennai, highlighting its cultural diversity, urban landscapes, and the richness of the Tamil language, considered one of the oldest languages in the world still in use. Project Madras combines free exploration with a narrative that gives purpose to the player's journey. Inspired by games like GTA, Hitman, and Watch Dogs, the title offers a mix of action and adventure, but with a distinctly Indian touch.
This is the
Unscripted Fate is a third-person open-world action-adventure game set in the late 1970s, developed and published by Eldmo Games. The protagonist of Unscripted Fate is Alex, a young man who comes from a poor family and because of this ends up getting involved in a criminal organization since childhood. However, after the tragic death of his father, Alex loses his loyalty to the organization and decides to take revenge, regardless of the consequences. The game takes place in an open world that reflects the aesthetics and atmosphere of the 1970s, combining urban areas with natural elements. Eldmo Games emphasizes freedom of exploration, encouraging players to immerse themselves in the 20th century environment. In addition to the main campaign, Unscripted Fate offers a variety of side activities.
An excellent job. Very good, Mikey. Shut the fuck up if you don't want to break your fucking mouth.
Please, Wayne. It's not my fault.
The Game Ends, developed by Concrete Realm Games, is a title in development that promises to bring a unique experience to the action-adventure genre with RPG elements. Set in the unforgiving streets of London, Ends seeks to offer an authentic and raw representation of the city, exploring themes such as brotherhood, family, loyalty, and the complexities of urban life in a context of crime and moral choices. The game takes place in the fictional Pembridge Estate, a housing complex in London that is about to be demolished by the local council. The narrative delves into the city's underworld, drawing inspiration from works like Grand Theft Auto and The Getaway, but with a deeper focus on authenticity and the consequences of players' actions. The focus is on intense hand-to-hand combat, including environmental attacks and grappling techniques, providing varied confrontations. Mafia, The Old Country, is an anticipated third-person action-adventure game that immerses players in the brutal world of the Sicilian Mafia in the early 20th century. The game, developed by Hangar 13 and published by 2K, promises an immersive and engaging experience with a captivating narrative and an authentic atmosphere. Players take on the role of Enzo Favara, a young man struggling to survive in a cruel and dangerous environment. Enzo, who spent his childhood working in the sulfur mines of Sicily, has the opportunity to join the criminal family of Don Teresi, seeking a better life. By swearing loyalty to the family, Enzo commits to the code of honor of the Cosa Nostra, with all its advantages and disadvantages. His journey will take him through the dirty streets of the cities and the harsh fields of Sicily, where he will have to prove his worth to the family. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.
I swear my loyalty to this family. My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath. Welcome, Enzo.